you said to me, people are just feel very magnetic. I think you said magnetic, or I got magnetic from it. You said people are just attracted to me or feel like I'm,
Yeah,
I think that you, I even think you used that word, which is really
yeah,
interesting because ascendant is remember who you are. You're the mask to the world. It's who we show up as. It's who we're, who we present ourselves as. And yours is in Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So the sign of relationships, of harmony, of balance. And so Venus in her own sign is already very strong. And so coming to your ascendant, you're experiencing the Venusian energy of more relationships coming in, meeting new people. You even said, I feel like I'm making more friendships. People are listening to
yeah,
me more. Like you've got more of a presence, and that might be coming from you actually having Venus on the ascendant, meaning that you're becoming more magnetic in a way that this is it's I've seen Venus on the ascendant before. People might change their look or want to change their hairstyle, or there's something with their physical beauty that can suddenly just shift, or you might feel like a little more beautiful or feel a little bit more seductive. I mean, your Venus in
yeah.
Scorpio already is that, but I like, I don't know if you want to get more seductive, but there, I mean, it's that kind of, that's like one expression of it. And then the other one is also, yeah, that feeling. So you're literally speaking your chart to me then. So that was interesting. I wanted to
Yeah.
share that with you. So it's
Well,
a
I
good,
actually went to work out today and it felt so good. So I feel like my workload is more manageable. I feel like things are getting, um I am obtaining more balance in my life.
so again, you're speaking your chart to me, and Venus
Yeah.
is about finding balance. And we look to Venus in the chart to find balance. So for you, detoxing, purging, yoga, I don't know what you did in the new gym, but yoga is very Scorpio. It's a death and rebirth ritual. So yoga is going to be good for your Venus in general because it's a different type of detox, and sweating is also very
Yeah.
Scorpion. So for you going to the gym, I know you get your release through going to the gym, but when we're looking at your chart, you also find balance by actually just sweating things out. So
I have a sauna. There's a sauna at the gym.
that would be good. That would be good for you. And
Okay.
and, and also, saunas are very Mars. It's about bringing heat to the Venus. Venus rules the lymphatic system. We've spoken about this before, that your lymphatic system could do with a
It's
boost,
soft.
cold showers. A softness to you. There's lots of curves. Like there's a Venusian, you have a Venusian appeal, like when you're looking at you. And that is all the first house. The first house rules the physical body. You've got a Venus Jupiter square, which in its power can be an incredible creative amplifier, or a creative woman who is able to grow a business through her self-expression, or it can be someone who gets caught up in toxic relationships. And I don't like to throw that word around. I think that's kind of, I'm going to just delete that, who gets getting caught up in kind of power plays and relationships. The Venus Jupiter square can get lazy, it can get indulgent. There's a major theme here for you between kind of you wanting to move forward with your career and your self-expression, but Jupiter's actually going, okay, slow down, we need to stabilize and put the groundwork in. So
Okay.
why am I talking about that Jupiter square? Because that Jupiter square, that's a transit that's happening for you, and it's directly linked to Venus. Okay, Venus and your natal Jupiter is part of your natal codes, is a square. And so it's an extreme part of your energy, and it can play out as an incredible power, or it can be a challenge that you never master. And that is your downfall. It's a bit
Okay.
dramatic to say downfall, but the squares come in, and they can be things we master and become our strengths, or we don't. So the
How would I
beautiful,
ask for that?
you
I
are.
am. Okay.
That's why
Okay.
I don't want to sugarcoat things, but the whole point of you seeing your chart is also to bring up these astro shadows and also the light, so that you can work with the light I've got hard squares in my chart as well, and understanding those squares help me try and work with it, right? The next 6 weeks or something like that will be, this is going to be a really good time for you to recheck in with your values on your physical health, on your physical body, on what you do to make sure your Venus stays in balance. And you're going to have your Venus return. That's always a check-in point of how am I fully embodying my Venus in her power. Creative power, your massages. There are lots of different ways that she plays out for you. And one thing I would advise astrologically is definitely to check in, and maybe we won't get into that tonight because I want to hear on how you've been going with R&R. Just checking in with this natal square you've got between Venus and Jupiter, you know? So what is it that you can do to really embody that square in its power and use it for its strength?
Working out is going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a big thing right now because that helps me it gives me more energy. It gives me more drive.
You've got Mars opposite Uranus. Yeah,
Okay.
opposite
I
Uranus.
need to stay away from electric.
You need to stay away from electric things.
Is that right?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
that.
Well, that's fun because
Oh
I
my
have some.
gosh, you are a little budding astrologer. How can we work with
Yeah.
this Mars for you so that actually you can satisfy Mars? Mars loves exercise. Mars needs to satisfy that need for action. So that's one way that you
Okay.
can satisfy your Mars. And actually, Mars is a remedy for your Venus. Creating that habit, that Mars, see it as a Mars remedy, creating that habit of going to the gym twice a week or however it is that much you need is satisfying Mars, and it's also a remedy for your Venus. And it's interesting that all of this is coming up for you as Venus is going through the first house. And your question at the beginning was, what is it in connection with values? You're reevaluating your health. You're reevaluating your physical body. You're
Yeah.
reevaluating what you need for your physical body so that you can show up in a better headspace for your work, right?
Absolutely. And I also feel like
Mars will then go into Cancer. It's going to go into the sign of self-nurture, of family, the home. Good time for you to put action towards the home. Go and build your sanctuary. Go and put your energy into clearing out the shop and creating space. That's 100% something that you can do to actually satisfy Mars going through that ninth house. Mars transits can play out in conflicts, inflammations, accidents. This is not what I'm saying it's going to happen because we don't know, but you can work with that Mars energy that's coming in, and you can channel it. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is about
yeah,
you embodying, this is about how you can embody your Mars placement. And your natal Mars, when we take the Mars placement back, is in Sagittarius, putting energy towards being the spiritual warrior, going and exploring. Take time if you need it to go out and explore with your kids. Go to, going for a morning walk was a thing. I don't know if you're still doing that, but maybe every weekend you're going out and you're going on some sort of a nature trail or something like that. That would really satisfy your Sagittarius need for adventure and action. And it's all about satisfying and embodying our planet so that they can actually then work for you in a stronger way, because you've got a lot of energy. That's why going to the gym really works for you. It's here, Mars, opposite your Neptune. This is the body attacking itself. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's still within a 5-degree orb to your sun. That's a major hard aspect. And so sometimes, although it shouldn't be this way, I'm kind of like, with Mars transits, I've had things come up, rashes or things like that. It's just playing out physically. It might be doing pretty well. It sounds like you're actually embodying this energy of action and moving forward with it. And there's something that's actually coming in, and Mars is going per action, drive forward, motivation. And that's exactly how you can satisfy that planet. It's also supporting this Venusian energy in your chart, right? However, it is showing up as an inflammation of your chest. And I mean, literally can't make this up. Time and time again, astrology is bang on. So what remedies? Anti-inflammatory, immune
okay.
system. I would go and get some echinacea tablets. And then take some really cold showers.
You know, I started doing that just here recently.
Get some altar ribs as well. Burdock. Have you got burdock?